Welcome to the Aggio Diagnostic Platform. In this video, we'll guide you through the process of completing and submitting a sample diagnostics form using our platform. By following these steps, you ensure accurate and timely results from the lab. The submission process is simple and intuitive. Click on the Create New Submission button, choose your lab, and select the type of form that you would like to use. First, you have to fill out the submitter info. Under Sponsor, you can search the name of your company, select the relevant complex if there's complexes, or not available if there aren't, your own name, and then the submitter address. Street, city, zip code, telephone number, your email should appear here. After that, if the billing address is the same as the submitter address, you can check this button. And if it's not, you can uncheck it and then write in the relevant info for the bill to company. I want to point out at this point that as you're going through, you will see the different fields that are either color-coded with gray borders or red borders. The ones that are in red are basically the mandatory fields that if they don't get filled out, you won't be able to submit the form. And the ones that aren't are optional, but we do encourage you to please fill out as much as information as you can. So if ideally the lab would prefer for you to fill out every single field that you see on the form. So under farm info, you would select when the sample was collected, the premise ID, farm name, how many houses, and what number, the bird type, age, days or weeks. And then under samples and tests, you would select what type of specimen you're sending in, number of samples submitted, what type of test you would like to perform. And then after this, basically we'd go to the history section where, again, even though it's optional, we highly recommend it. You could put to, let's say, either count of birds, mortality, or percentage. And you can even go furthermore and record information about mortality for over the past 3 days. This is a mandatory field on comments and history. It already has an assigned ship to address. And then over here, your email obviously will trigger who's receiving the report to and the notifications on this. You can add up to 10 more emails in this section. There is a submission terms that you can read through, which is the legal terms. And then by clicking on the section, it's kind of like an electronic signature that you approve. At this point, this form is ready to submit, and you can either cancel it if you don't want to go through with it. You can save it as a draft if you want to review it at a later point, or you could send it to the lab. Once you click send to the lab, it is no longer possible to edit the form, so it freezes that. So measure twice and cut once is our recommendation. Be sure to print the PDF of the submission and include it in your sample box when shipping to the lab. This is critically important for the lab to be able to process this properly.